So, we've just bought Pro Wrestling 01 and gained loads of popularity in Japan. Hello and welcome back to Curbstomp City and another episode of ECW Lives on TEW 2016. And today we're going to start a little bit differently. We're going to go straight into the show without any further ado. So we start with a dark match, and this is a women's match which we really haven't seen in ECW yet, but we've got some good workers in developmental, so we may as well give them a shot and see how they do, and it doesn't look like they've done very well. But Angel Williams picks up the win over Gail Kim, Mickie James and Shinobu Kandori in a fatal four-way. And it made sense for Angel to pick up the win. She's the most known and most over of the four, because she's been on the show for quite a while as Vampiro's manager, of course. But yeah, not a great performance. So maybe we're not quite ready for a women's division just yet. We'll keep them in the academy and hopefully they get better. But yeah, let's move on. And then we go into another dark match. This is the last one. And it's just a junior heavyweight match between Dragon Kid and a recently called up Brian Kendrick. And Dragon Kid has defeated him in 10 minutes. And it's got a really good rating, 66C+. It probably should have been on the show. A lack of psychology. I think that might be from Kendrick, because I've never seen that before for Dragon Kid. But he's got a 62 and Kendrick has a 72. I think Kendrick has improved since he's been moved to developmental. That's amazing. Really good. I think he might be getting a title shot pretty soon. But yeah, let's get into the main show. So, we start with a video package of ECW Hardcore Heaven. It shows, of course, Samoa Joe escaping the cage after suffocating Goldberg with a Kikina clutch. And what's next for Samoa Joe, and where does Goldberg go from here? And then the highlights of the ECW Championship match are shown. Of course, it was a halfway hardcore match. AJ Styles wasn't allowed to use weapons. Minoru Tanaka was. And Minoru Tanaka took advantage of his weapons early on before AJ Styles started to make a comeback. And then out of nowhere, Rhino hits AJ Styles with a gore just before the 15-minute time limit ends. And Minoru Tanaka managed to retain the ECW Championship. And why did Rhino help Tanaka after everything him and Heyman have put him through? And we will hear from Heyman and Tanaka live tonight. So all will be explained. And has Rhino sold out? We will find out. 73B-, so a really good video package there. And then we go into our first match where the Killjoys have defeated Motor City Machine Guns in 11 minutes 57 when Kenta defeated Alex Shelley by pinfall. And the Killjoys is the new name of Kevin Steen and Kenta. I know I said I would pick one from the comments, but I thought of this name just randomly for any team really, and I thought it works perfectly for them. So I'm going to go with it. Two separate words, Killjoys. I think it's a good name. Alex Shelley was a weak link apparently. We've seen that a couple of times. And Kevin Steen and Kenta, of course, have great chemistry, which is good to see. Kenta got a 60, Steen with a 58, Sabin with 55, and Shelley with a 45, and 58C- for this one. And Alex Shelley is improving in his Rumble skills. So, of course, that will help him not being a weak link in the future. But yeah, 58C- anyway. And then we go to a video showing the highlights of Goldberg versus Samoa Joe once more. And after Samoa Joe defeated Goldberg at Hardcore Heaven, his next test comes tonight against ECW's innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, in a hardcore match. And that will be tonight's main event. Another tough test for Samoa Joe. But if he can overcome the innovator of violence in a hardcore match, it will, of course, help him be seen as one of the top guys in ECW, if he's not already seen as that already after beating Goldberg. But yeah, 69C+. And let's move on. And we go into another tag team match, this time between the new tag team champions, the Blackout, the team of Vampiro and Abyss, and taking on a new team that I'm trying out again. I'm just testing different teams. S.A. Rios and Amazing Red. I mean, Rios, he's got red hair. Amazing Red has got red in his name. It's a match made in heaven. But yeah, Abyss gets the pin over Amazing Red with a black hole slam. Vampiro was head and shoulders above everyone else. Abyss was a weak link. That's unfortunate. Yeah, again, hopefully he can improve. And the crowd still hate Abyss. And I've been told it can change in the comments. So we'll just have to be patient with it. Abyss got a 41. Vampiro with a 73. That's good. It should really help Abyss get over teaming with him. An amazing red with a 55 and Rios with a 58. 57 C- overall. I would have thought Vampiro's performance would have brought it up a little bit there, but that's fine. And then we go to another video package. This time we see Taka, Michinoku and Sting, and they're training together in a ring. Yeah, this is basically because they haven't got any chemistry. So what we're going to do is just run a little angle with it. And yeah, they're trying to get chemistry together. Yeah, they're in some sort of training ring, and maybe they can earn chemistry doing it. Obviously not, but you know, it's a storyline. Let's go with it. And yeah, Sting looked good apparently, and it's got an 88B+. Taka Michinoku bringing in the ratings. Nothing to do with Sting. And then we go to John Cena in a singles match after losing his tag team championships on the weekend. And he is taking on the ECW World Junior Heavyweight Champion Prince Devitt. But unfortunately for him, Devitt picks up the win with a bloody Sunday. And during the match, we saw distractions from Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoe to no avail. And Prince Devitt manages to pick up the win. But yeah, I wanted to see how Cena did on his own in a singles match. And he's not done too bad. He's got a 50. Devitt with a 60, 61C, so they've put on a decent match there. And yeah, just a win for the Junior Heavyweight Champion. A nice singles match for Cena, showcasing both men. And then AJ Styles' music hits, and he walks to the ring looking down at the floor. And he gets a microphone, but takes a while to speak. And he says, "At Hardcore Heaven, I lost it all. I don't even know what to say to describe how I feel. I've won everything here in ECW except the ECW Championship, and it was mine. I was so close, but I lost it. No excuses. In ECW you have to be prepared for everything, but not in my wildest dreams did I imagine Rhino would show up to help Tanaka, the man that took everything from him. And I've been informed by ECW management that now that I can't compete for a championship, I have to go away for a while." And then AJ Styles drops the microphone and walks away. So yeah, AJ Styles, the stipulation was if he didn't win at Hardcore Heaven, he would not be able to compete for an ECW Championship belt for the rest of 2002. And he's been told he's got to move on, which is a shame. Luckily, we've just bought a promotion, so maybe he can work there. But yeah, 65C. We'll get into that a bit later on, what the plans are for 01. But yeah, 65C for AJ there. And then in an extremely short match, in 2 minutes 23, Goldberg defeats Naruki Doi with a jackhammer. And yeah, squash match. Naruki Doi was part of the 01 roster. He doesn't seem like he's the best from the bunch, so we've just jobbed him out to Goldberg for now. And yeah, he got a 32, so maybe justified. As planned, the match brought the fans down a little bit because I told them to calm the crowd. A great performance from Goldberg stood out. There was nothing about lack of psychology this time, which is interesting. 54C-, not as much as I was expecting. I really thought it would be a better match. Let's just check the dirt sheet. As suggested in the comments, I've turned it on just so I can see why ratings are low for certain things. So Naruki Doi was penalised for holding back. Goldberg was penalised for holding back. It was penalised for a booking decision. It was too short. It does say though that it was a well-executed squash. So that was the goal. I guess that's all that matters. Goldberg gets a win. Terrible rating, but he's not exactly against the main eventer, so I'll take it. Let's keep going anyway. Goldberg has got his first win since losing. And then CM Punk's music hits, and he walks to the ring holding a microphone. But before he can speak, Bryan Danielson's music interrupts him, and Bryan comes out. And of course, these two faced at Hardcore Heaven for the ECW Television Championship after Bryan accepted CM Punk's open challenge. Then Bryan says, "Punk, at Hardcore Heaven, I had the best match of my career against you. I'm guessing that tonight you're here to issue an open challenge for your ECW Television Championship. Well, I want to issue you the challenge this time. I came so close to beating you, but you got the better of me, and I admit that. But how about we do it again? You keep saying you want to test your wrestling ability, put that title on the line, and let's make it a submission match." And CM Punk holds up his title and looks at it and pauses. And he says, "You're on." And then Bryan offers Punk a handshake before the match, which he accepts. And yeah, we're going into another television title match. We've seen one on every show of season 3, and that is continuing tonight And it's going to be a rematch between CM Punk and Bryan Danielson in a submission match. And you would say Bryan Danielson might be the favourite for this one, and he isn't. CM Punk defeated Bryan Danielson in 20 minutes 18 by submission with an Anaconda Vice, and CM Punk makes defence number 6 of his ECW World Television Championship. And yeah, Punk continues as champion. I wanted to give these guys another rematch just because of how high the rating was, really. And yeah, we've sort of mixed it up with a submission match, showing CM Punk's diversity, and he's won with an Anaconda Vice. And 68 for CM Punk, 59 for Bryan Danielson. And I think that's less than what it was at the pay-per-view, but I'll still take it, 68C+. And then in the main event, it looks like it was a good one. Samoa Joe defeated Tommy Dreamer in 11 minutes 38 by pinfall with an Avalanche Island Driver, and I have no idea what that is, but yeah, that's what he won with. Tommy Dreamer got a 66, Samoa Joe with an 82, absolutely killing it, and we got an 82B overall. Great main event. Samoa Joe absolutely running away ahead of the pack now, and yeah, he's improving in his performance skills even more. And what a guy. He's just defeated ECW original Tommy Dreamer in a hardcore match to really make himself a staple of this company, if he hadn't done that already. And let's go on. He has complained about the hardcore stipulation, but that's fine. We do go to the last segment of the show now, and Minoru Tanaka's music hits. And before we continue, head over to prowrestlingtees.com/CurbstompCity to support the channel. And if you use code WrestleKingdom as one word between the 3rd and the 7th of January, you'll get 20% off. And he walks to the ring with Paul Heyman, who is carrying the ECW Championship. And Paul Heyman grabs the mic and he says, "I know a lot of you are confused about what happened at Hardcore Heaven. And Rhino, yes, Rhino helped Minoru Tanaka, and he's finally saw the light. And now and Rhino comes through the crowd with a microphone, interrupting Heyman, and he says, "Paul, cut the crap. You know why I helped you, and I'm here to claim it. You told me I could have a new contract and have any match I wanted if I helped you. So I'm here to tell you what I want." And Rhino gets into the ring, and he looks at Tanaka with a glare, and he says, "Trust me, I haven't forgot about what you did. You are scum, and one day I will get you. But for now, I can't do that because of our agreement, so let me tell you what match I really want." And Rhino turns and looks at Heyman, and Heyman's eyes open wide. ECW Black and Blue. I want it to be Rhino versus Paul Heyman. And Heyman drops to the floor in shock, and Tanaka catches him as the show goes off the air. And what is going on? Rhino has absolutely done them both. Contractually obliged to now take on Paul Heyman in a match at ECW Black and Blue. And what a match. I can't wait for it. And the angle got the crowd hotter. Paul Heyman performed poorly in this segment. That's fine. It's 84B+. I'll take it. And Minoru Tanaka came across well. And yeah, interesting developments. Let me know in the comments, did you think Rhino really sold out? Or did you think there was a twist? But yeah, it's happening. He hasn't sold out. He's conned them both. And now Heyman has to take on Rhino at Black and Blue. And it's going to be great. And this show ended with an 80B. Great stuff. And the TV rating got a 6.07. So that is quite clearly our highest yet. And what a show. What a result. Let's go into the top shows and check, as always, where it ranked. And it is our joint second best show ever, behind Global Glory 2. Hopefully we can top that soon as well. But yeah, good show. And let's just show you the size after we took over 0-1. We now have 54 importance in Kanto, which is the region where Tokyo is. So now, basically, I want to hold a show in the Tokyo Dome. So we're going to try and do that at some point. And yeah, it's got 54 C- in popularity as well. So it's about the same as what it is in Canada now. So that's really, really helped. And it did cost 1.1 million, I think it was. Something along those lines. Yeah, miscellaneous 1.1. But we did get quite a lot of pay-per-view revenue this month because of the new deal. But what we're going to do is continue 0-1 as if it's still a promotion, and we're going to hold monthly shows that are going to be on pay-per-view. So not only are we going to get 800 grand for the ECW pay-per-views, we're going to get another 800 grand for the 0-1 pay-per-views. So we're going to be absolutely raking it in. And we're going to do that. We're going to try it anyway this month. And we're going to hold a 0-1 show. And we're going to see AJ Styles on it. We're going to see some of the roster that we obtained from them. And we're also going to see some people from New Japan there as well. A couple of loans. And we're going to see the GPWC Heavyweight Championship defended as well, which is our Alliance title. So hopefully you're excited for that as much as I am. Let's just quickly check the roster quickly for 0-1. I've set it up, it's a separate brand just to separate them for now. And there is a few people that stand out. So Naomichi Marufuji is the first one. And look at these stats. Absolutely amazing. I wanted to sign him before, but I don't think it could work in the USA. But this somehow bypasses it when you take over a company and obtain the contract. It still lets them work for you. So he's got like A-star stamina, B+ consistency. He's got great aerial ability. He's just going to be a star in the future, I think. He's only 22, but he's only an opener for now. But him putting on great performances in Japan, where he is over, hopefully that will increase his popularity over in the USA when the pay-per-views are shown. Also, the same thing for Yun Akiyami. This guy's 32, but he is amazing. So he 84 B+ in Pure Resu. He's 91 basics, 93 consistency, 91 stamina. I mean, look at him. He's just amazing. So we really have obtained some great talent from 0-1, and I can't wait to make it maybe a separate brand. We might just eventually merge it into ECW into one. But for now, we're going to run monthly shows and let's just see how it goes. So yeah, hopefully you're excited for that. And if you are, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more TEW 2016 and general wrestling content. And until next time, peace.